Hello, welcome everyone. Here we are to continue solving the Ethiopian University Entrance Examination Mathematics from the previous year, 2019. For today, the first question it says, if A1 equal to 2, as you see, and A2 is equal to 2, A1 is equal to 2 and A2 is equal to 6 and A3 equal to 10, it continues in this pattern. From this we can consider, we can generalize this kind of sequence is arithmetic. Because the first term is 2, the second 6, if you take the difference it's 4. Between the second and the third also the difference is it's 4. So that the first term A1 A1 is equal to 2 and the common difference is 4. The difference between the first and the second and the second and the third, it continues in that way. So we are asked the sum of this sequence from 1 to 100. So sum of 10 asked, sum of 100 we are asked. We know that sum of n formula is n over 2 into A1 plus AN. This is the formula for sum of n. Therefore, sum of 100 is equal to 100 over 2 bracket A1 is 2 plus A100. We don't know A100 this time, so we can cut the 2 here. 50 in bracket 2 plus 100. This is sum of 100, but we don't know A100 here. The second one, it's not 100, it's A100. The hundreds term, that means. But again, the n's term is A1 plus n minus 1 times d. This is a formula for n's term. So A100 means, we can get it, the A12 plus n minus 1 means 100 minus 1, which is 99. 99 times 4. The common difference is 4. So when you multiply, this is going to be, so the result will be 398. When you multiply 99 by 4, it will be 396. Therefore, this, let's finalize it. 50 in bracket 2 plus 398, which will be 400. So the result 500 times 400, which is going to be 20,000. This is answer for the first question. For today, our first question, we are asked to find sum of 100 terms, as you see here, the summation. Sometimes you might be asked in summation form. From what to what? From 1 to 100 means sum of 100. This is the same as sum of 100. So the first term we have, the second term we have, the third, the fourth. Then you have to observe the pattern and try to deduce that it is arithmetic sequence. It's arithmetic. In case of arithmetic sequence, an and sum of n, they have their own formula. I try to state here. So this is the first question. Okay, let's continue the next one. The next question is this: let f of x is equal to 2 times e the power of x minus k sine x plus 1. If the equation of the tangent line to the graph of f at a point 0, 3 is y is equal to 5x plus 3, then what is the value of k? This time we need to be systematic. The slope of this line, since it is a tangent line, it says tangent line. Tangent line equation is already given to you. So the slope of this line, okay, it is the same as, the slope is equal to the derivative of the given function at a point A. The A is the first order of the point. Okay, the curve is tangent at a point 0, 3 means the derivative of the function at a point 0 will give you the slope. So the derivative of function at 0. Okay, let's write it again. Let's have this part. So the derivative of the function at 0 is the same as the slope. So first let's derive the function. The derivative of the function will be, the function as you see it's here. Here it is. When you derive it, to the power of ex, derivative is itself, because e the power of x derivative no change. 2 e the power of x minus k sine x. The derivative is k cos x. You know the derivative of sine x. And the derivative of 1 is constant, leave it. So derivative at 0, let's substitute 0. 2 e the power of 0 minus k times cosine of 0. Cosine 0 is 1 and e the power of 0 also 1. So 2 minus k left. And the slope we have, so that 2 minus k is equal to, the slope is 5. the slope of the line. This one, let's write it again, minus k. Therefore, shift the k to the other side and bring the 5. 2 minus 5 is equal to k. So the k value is equal to negative 3. This is what we are asked. We are asked to find the value of k, but it says the function here, this function is tangent to the the tangent line. The equation of the tangent line to this function is given to you, y is equal to 5x plus 3. So the slope of the line, okay, the tangent line, it must be equal to the derivative of the function at a point a. The a means the tangency point, it's 0, 3. The first order is the a. This is a, f of a, what we call it. That's it. Okay, let's continue to the next question. When you go to the next question, it says find the critical numbers. The critical numbers of the function. So to find the critical number, we need to derivate for the function. Derivate it and then find the zeros of the derivative, also the undefined point. Okay? All the derivative of the function become 0 points, and the derivative of the function doesn't exist points are the critical numbers. Don't forget that. So when derivated, 3 over 8 coefficient as it is, that the exponent of the variable will come as a coefficient, which is 8 over 3. Then the exponent reduced by 1. You have to make minus 1 from the exponent. Then it's going to be x to the power of 5 over 3. Then minus, the same manner, 6 will be multiplied by the exponent, 2 over 3. Then x to the power of negative 1 over 3, when you minus 1 again from this exponent. Therefore here, the coefficient number cancelled out, and what left? X to the power of 5 over 3 left. Then minus here also the coefficient by 3, 2 times 2, it's 4. 4 over x to the power of 1 over 3, you can write it. How comes? The exponent negative, I brought it down at the denominator. Then multiply each of them by x to the power of 1 over 3. This one also x to the power of 1 over 3. Our objective, I told you, make it is equal to 0. We are trying to solve the derivative is equal to 0. Then when you multiply, not by 1 over 3, x to the power of 1 over 3. X to the power of 1 over 3. When you multiply, this cut out, and just 4 left. Here, the exponent will be added, because when you multiply x to the power of, let's write it properly here, it must be x to the power of 1 over 3. We are solving the derivative of the function. Therefore, 1 over 3. Okay, then when you multiply, the exponent number will be added, because the base are xx. So 1 over 3 plus 5 over 3 will be 6 over 3, which is x squared left. So x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. But take care here, x is different from 0, because we are multiplying by x to the power of 1 over 0. This is one of the critical number. As I told you before here, critical numbers are then the point where the derivative becomes 0 and the derivative doesn't exist. This derivative become undefined at 0. So one of the critical number is 0. The other critical number, we will find it from here. This one, when you factorize x minus 2 and x plus 2, will be 0. That means x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, total critical numbers, the critical numbers are, what are they? 0, 2 and negative 2. That is the answer for our question number 3 for today. Let's go to the next question. The next question, it says, what is the limit? The limit of x cubed minus 8 over x squared plus x squared minus 4. So we can write this one as limit of x cubed minus 2 cubed, because 8 means 2 cubed, over x squared minus 4 squared. We can write in this form, because direct substitution will give you 0 over 0, which is undefined. If you substitute directly 2 in each, it will be 0 over 0. So we need to factorize it. So for our factorization, the limit of, now remember one rule, that is a cube minus b cube is the same as a minus b, then a square plus ab plus b square. There is a rule. Once again, let me write this rule. Clearly, let me use the space down later. A cube minus b cube is the same as a minus b, then a square plus ab plus b square. So in that pattern, when I write it, it's going to be x minus 2, because a cube minus b cube form already written. Then x square plus 2x plus 4. b square means 2 square, which is 4. The whole over, in the denominator again, x square minus 4 is 4 square, obviously, I hope you know it, x minus 2 times x plus 2. Then as x goes to what? As x goes to 2. Therefore, the x minus 2 cancel. This was the problem. X minus was the problem, to make 0, 0, the numerator and the denominator. Now, directly we can substitute. When you substitute 2, 2 square plus 2 times 2, which is 4, 4, 4, 12, and the denominator 4. So the answer will be 3. Done. That is question number 5 for today. Let's go to number 4. I mean, this is number 5. When you go to question number 5, it says what is the value of the limit of, okay, this kind of limit we can write it as we did before in the summation case. We can give 3/6 the whole the power of n plus 2/6 the whole the power of n. What did I do? I give the denominator for each. This denominator is for each of them. You can give, and then since they do have the same exponent, I can write together, like there is a rule, a over b. Let me use a white marker. Yeah, a the power of n over b the power of n is the same as, if they have the same exponent, you can write a over b the whole the power of n. So I use that one. So as n goes to infinity, which is equal to the limit of, I can separate the two limits because it's plus. So 3/6 means 1/2. 1/2 the power of n plus the limit of, again, 1/3 the power of n. As n goes to infinity for both, as n goes to infinity. You can try to check, by the way, this kind of, because this, okay, the one which is in the bracket is less than 1. It's decimal, less than 1, between 0 and 1. So when the n increases, the outcome is getting smaller and smaller, almost getting to 0. So 0 plus the next one also, 1/3 means like 0.33. When you square it, cube it, the power of 4 when we are making, when the exponent increases, the number is getting smaller and smaller. So finally 0 plus 0, which will be 0. You can check this one. Okay, next question, number 6. When you go to question number 6, it says again its limit. The limit of, what the value of the limit of 8 in bracket 1/2 plus h the whole square minus 1/8 in bracket 1/2 the whole square. Okay, again this time what we are going to do, let's take out the 8 common, because look, there is 8 here, 8 here in both addend, there is 8, there is 8. It's constant. Take out and even take out of the limit. So you can write it 8. Okay, let's change the marker. 8, then the limit of this one, by the way, 1/2 plus h the whole square minus 1/2 the whole square left. Then remember this rule. A square minus b square means it is a minus b times a plus b. So we can write it like this one. If you take the first, this one as a, and this one you can take it as b. So a square minus b square, because the square is square each. So when I write it in that way, it's going to be 1/2 plus h plus 1/2, like a plus b and a minus b, I'm writing. Then times 1/2 plus h minus 1/2. The whole over h will not be forgotten, as h goes to 0. Therefore here 1/2 cancel. Here 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So what left? The limit of 1 plus h times h over h left, as h goes to 0. You see, it's condensed. 1/2 plus 1/2 is just 1, and h here, and the other one 1/2 minus 1/2 cancel each other, just h left, which is equal to, but don't forget the 8, which is equal to 8. Then the limit of, multiply the h will multiply each of them, h plus h square the whole over h, still h goes to 0, which is 8. Again the limit, this h can give the denominator for each. So h over h means 1 plus h square over h is just h, as h goes to 0. Now you can substitute the 0 directly. When you substitute, this is going to be 0, 1 left. 1 times 8 will be just 8. So the answer will be 8. This is the 6th question for today. Let us go to the next one. The next question, it says, find the multiplicative inverse. The inverse means we are going to find 3 plus 4i over 4 minus 5i inverse, which means we will flip it. 4 minus 5i over 3 plus 4i. Okay, when you are trying to find multiplicative inverse, that means exponent will be -1. Then you'll flip it. Then multiply by the conjugate of the denominator, that is 3 minus 4i over 3 minus 4i. The denominator is 3 plus 4i, as you see here. So when you multiply, 4 times 3 will be 12, and 4 times -4i will be -16, -16i, and again -5, this is -5 times 3 will be -15i, and -5i minus times -4i will be -31, because negative positive, but I square will be negative, don't forget that. The whole over the denominator a square plus b square form will be written, which is 9 square plus 4 square, which is 3 square plus 4 square, that is 9 plus 16, which is 25 anyways. Then 12 and 31, they are constant, we can subtract. No, the last term, okay, this is not 31, wait a minute, let's correct it, because negative 5 times negative 4, it's 20. Therefore, let us collect the constant terms together. It's going to be 12 minus 20 will be negative 8, and minus 31i the whole over 25. This can be written as a plus b I4 negative 8 over 25 minus 31 over 25i. This is the formal or the standard form of complex number. This is question number 8. The next one, question number 8, it says there are two matrices, as you see here, 3 by 3 matrix. Their determinant is the same. This symbol is determinant. So let's find the determinant of each. First one, let's find the determinant of the first, and therefore let us say the first matrix as A, the second one as B, as you see here. Okay, then let's find the determinant for each. Determinant of A means finding determinant is long process, so you need to take care when you do. So as I said in my previous video, first put plus, minus, plus for each of them. Plus, minus, plus. Then plus means take this one as it is, without changing any sign. So negative 1, then in bracket 2 times 1 will be 2, and 4 times x is 4x. So negative 1 will multiply negative 2, and negative plus 4x. And the next one, minus 1, take it, and 3 times 1 will be 3, and 2 times x. You know the process and the pattern. And finally it will be condensed, and it can be written like 6x plus 11, the determinant of the first matrix. And determinant of the second, also the same manner you can do. You need to take care when you are doing it, it will be x plus 13. When you are finding the determinant, you need to take care to practice more. Then the two are equal, means we can say 6x plus 11, the first determinant, is equal to x plus 13. Then bring the x to the left side, it will be subtracted, 5x will be left, and 11 will go there, which will be 2. Then divide by 5, so the x is equal to 2 over 5 will be the final answer for question number 8 for today. Okay, let us continue and see the next question. This is just 2. It's the final answer, it is number 2 over 5. Let us correct it because it looks like mixed. This is 2 over 5. Okay, let's continue to the next question now. The next question, question number 9, it says if A is a 3 by 3 matrix and the determinant of A given to you. The determinant of A is 3 here, 5 as you see here. Then find the determinant of 2 times A transpose times A. The determinant of 2 times A transpose times A, it is the same as 2 constant doesn't have any effect. Then separate the determinant of the transpose times the determinant of A itself. We can write separately. But remember, determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose rule. This is also previous rule. So that 2 times 5 we can write, which is 50. This one is simpler question. Then the next one, the last question for today. It says simplify. These questions are previous year, especially last year, because of Corona it is postponed. That's why 2019 means there is no 2020. The 2019 they took the previous exam. Okay, what is the simplified form of a the power of negative 1, b the power of negative? That means 1 over ab. We can write it this one, the whole over. Again, a the power of negative 3 minus b the power of 1 of negative 3 means 1 over a cube minus 1 over b cube. We can write it in this form because the exponent negative means you can bring it down. So it's going to be 1 over ab, the numerator, the whole over, this one crisscross, b cube minus a cube, b cube minus a cube, the whole over what? A cube, b cube. I use crisscross. Then this is the same as 1 over ab times flip the denominator, b cube a cube, or a cube b cube, doesn't matter, the whole over b cube minus a cube. Then here ab will be cancelled, and this the exponent will be square both. So finally it will be written a square b square the whole over b cube minus a cube. This is it. These are some 10 questions which is from previous years of grade 12 national examination. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share to your friends. More videos are coming. Thank you very much.